Now, first up today, we're meeting Lloyd Shaw. He's known as Mr. VibraTrain, and he's going to tell us all about vibration training today. And it's very, very interesting because from talking to you before the show today, Lloyd, it's something that's actually been around for quite a while. I think a lot of us think that this vibration training is something that's new, but it's not, is it?
No, it's not. First time vibration was used on the human body in a medical term was in 1870. The machine was steam powered, it was that old. Okay, then about 1910 to 1915, a guy called Dr. Kellogg, who invented Kellogg's cornflakes, very famous for that. He was a bit of a health nutter, and he loved to build machinery to help influence the human body. He had a massive sanitarium called the Battle Creek Sanitarium in America. He had an entire wing dedicated to what they call vibrotherapy. That was basically allowing light vibrations to stimulate blood flow for people who were not getting enough exercise.
Right.
Reading in some of his material, you would think it was something printed in the Herald from yesterday, talking about obesity, people at desk jobs, people not moving enough, not playing sports on the weekends anymore. He was finding it a good thing for people who didn't get the recommended or prescribed amount of exercise.
Okay, so it goes that far back. Yes. So it's now popular again, but obviously a lot more modern than then. So bring us up to speed with it today.
Okay, the biggest problem with vibration therapy was it was light. Didn't cause much of a muscular response, and it didn't exercise you, just caused blood flow. They knew to get a certain level of vibration to influence the muscle, you needed a certain type of motor, certain type of steel, had to be quite powerful. So it became an engineering issue. If you think about other industries, every engineer in the world tries to keep vibration out of an object. They spend billions of dollars trying to not make something vibrate, because you make it vibrate, it falls to pieces. So you're trying to build a large vibration training platform, all you're going to get is warranty problems. So it was a commercial and engineering issue. The only reason it has now gotten big is because more companies are starting to develop the better materials. In New Zealand, we created the first high energy lineal platform that allowed us to create commercial machines that you can now go and use.
Right.
Before, they would last 3 or 4 weeks tops, which
Before
is not a commercial operation.
To pieces,
exactly,
I suppose. Yeah.
So it was not a commercial. No one would buy a machine and spend $20,000 building a machine that was going to last 3 or 4 weeks.
So how then today are people to know the difference between like a VibraTrain machine and some of the other ones that are out there?
Pretty good rule of thumb is if it's a light vibration, it's vibrotherapy.
Right.
If it's a heavy vibration, it's vibration training.
Right.
Even someone who's never been near a machine in their life can understand the principles. There are about 250 companies in the world now building variations of the older machines and some of the newer models. Give you an idea, 250 companies, only about 5 of those are building machines that you would consider workout machines. Pretty unmistakable. They're usually quite large, made of steel, and if you put your foot on it, you know it's being worked out.
Right.
If it feels like a big massager, it is a big massager.
Right. So how would a VibraTrain feel then? Just quickly describe that to me. If I got on a VibraTrain machine, what would I feel?
Okay, you'd feel muscle contraction. I put you in a nice little relaxed pose, so you're not going to be moving around the place. Right. You don't move, that's the rule number 1. If you're having to move, you're on a vibration massager.
Right.
If they put you in a nice relaxed static pose, it feels like, best way to describe it is if you ever put your foot on the lawnmower.
Yes,
it's quite a strong contraction,
yes.
and you're feeling it in the muscle. Yes. That's what it feels like, but very controlled. Unlike a lawnmower that's shaking in all different directions, this is lineal. It goes straight up and straight down, which means you get a perfect little contraction in the muscle.
Right.
Very similar to how they design machines at gyms. Especially for women that can't hold the weight and balance it, it's a nice line out, a nice line back.
Right.
So the design of the machine is important for its safety and the feel of it.
Okay. And you're not on it for like an hour at a time or anything, are you?
No,
it's
not
short
at all.
spurts,
It's usually 1 minute poses.
Right.
So you held a nice relaxed static position, similar to a squat would be like going down to a chair, coming up a couple of inches and holding.
Right.
For 1 minute.
1 minute.
1 minute equates to 2,500 contractions in the muscle.
Wow.
So it's a very high number. The fatigue level is high.
Yes.
You know you're doing a workout.
And
it's undeniable.
It's amazing, isn't it? Because you'd think you're not because you're standing there, but the way it works, of course, it is doing this big workout on you. Look, people watching today would say, VibraTrain, obviously we need to find places that have got this machine, your machines, the VibraTrain machines. Where do we go for information?
There's about 19 locations around the country on our website, vibratrain.com, or you could call 09 309 6874.
Fantastic. So look, if you want to find out more about VibraTrain, if this is for you, and there are lots of locations right around New Zealand using VibraTrain machines, just check out that website, vibra-train.com.